Oh, a queer leaflet. Yo, chat, happy Pride.
Please be advised, the following presentation is not intended for minors.
Hi, I'm Isambard. Here to search for the missing folk, I take it? Ophelia sent word that an adventurer fitting your description would be along. She also warned us to be wary of the Amalj'aa. Seems we know who the culprits are at the very least. Now, I bear no official title at this camp, but the people here have come to look for me for leadership. You have my word that I'll do all I can to help see the victims safely returned. Ophelia names the Amalj'aa culprits in all this. You would do well to investigate them first. Much harm has been levied on these lands by Amalj'aa hands. The flames burn where they might, but their light cannot stay the darkness in all places at all times. There have been brutal murders of callers at the church of St. Amalj'aa, innocents wishing no more than to pay their respects to the dead. Poor souls deserve a proper burial. I would see to the dead before mongrels catch their scent, but I know none of the Amalj'aa still linger. Would you secure their remains for me, friend? You will find them on the eastern road. If well willing, you may even come to learn something of what the Amalj'aa seek in this area. Alrighty then. Bring out your dead! Oh, that doesn't look ominous or anything. Oh, these guys are the Amalj'aa, okay. Yeah, I can kind of see these guys worshipping Ifrit. They look like it. It's good to see you returned. Were you able to secure the remains of our fallen? Yeah, here's 3 dead bodies. With the bodies given back proper to the earth, the souls will find their way across to the other side. You've done a noble deed this day. I thank you. Now then, what are the Amalj'aa? Did you see any? Surely such massive monstrosities as they cannot conceal their presence, much less take their quarry unawares. Ah, so there were Amalj'aa remaining. I feared as much. Their part in the lowborn disappearing is all but confirmed, but I sense there is more to this than meets the eye. The occasional Amalj'aa raiding party would not account for people going missing in these kinds of numbers. The total is too great, and the questions too many. It would not surprise me in the least to learn of another hand in this. But whose? Countless travelers pass through Drybone every day, and even if we're among them, how could we best discover who may be implicit in these vanishings? Let's say we turn an eye to the common folk themselves. Maybe among them that we find the reasons for the vanishings. Well, forbid it be so. There is a merchant by the name of Ungust who was born here in Drybone and grew up in the Golden Bazaar. A rough character, but he knows the people here better than anyone else. I'd wager he's at the inn, quaffing away the day's earnings. Here, I'll write a note for you to show him, else he's not like to speak to you. Alright, cool, but first we have pugilist shit to do. I remember the lizard tribe giving you access to a lizard mount with enough renown. Ah, cool. God, speaking of mounts, this game really does have like a lot of like really fucking weird mounts, huh? Like, when I got this new PC, one of the first things I did, like just to check how good it was like I downloaded the Dawn Trail test thing. You know, like the graphics test. I forgot what the fuck the thing is called. One of the NPCs in that little like graphics test has like a flying alligator. Fucking what? Excuse me? I was so hopeful that seeing you improve in leaps and bounds would spur Master Hamon out of his doldrums. Seems more must be done. Perhaps the end result is not so important as the manner in which you get there. In other words, if you were to train precisely as Master Hamon once did, overcome the self-same challenges that he did in his youth, I dare say it would stoke the fires of his fighting spirit. Listen well, Jacktek. Master once told me that he used to refine his combinations by provoking deadly creatures into unleashing their fury upon him. For this purpose, he often went to the southern part of Drybone to fight the hornet clouds there. To this day, the tree trunks that he struck to stir the vilekin from their hives bear the mark of his fists. Now I want you to seek out these trees and do as Master Hamon once did. Strike them with the bootshine combo and fight the hornet clouds that emerge. Once you have felled enough of the creatures to collect 3 of their stingers, return here and present them to Master Hamon. They'll remind him of better days, I'm sure of it. God knows just there too. Well, if the thing that I'm here to do is, you know, here in Drybone, I might as well, right? Gods be damned, you're that bloody adventurer who threatened me back in Ul'dah. Oh, right, this guy! What in the 7 hells do you want with me now? Dear friend Belch, missing people, please help. Hiccup, yours Isambard. Folk around here are as wary as they come. They'll turn tail and run if you so much as pass wind nearby. Play them all for fools and coax some hard labor out of them, I did. If anything, they're even more timid than before, what with all the disappearances. You can go talk to him yourself if you don't believe me. God, I thought, like, that dude was just gonna be, like, a bit player in a single scene, but no, here he is. What do you want from me? I don't know anything, I swear. Please, don't kill me. I'm not gonna kill you. Jesus. Just as I told you, wasn't it? A whole lot of them are terrified. Hiccup. There have been talks of folk getting abducted, but if you ask me, they simply up and move to a better place. This place isn't exactly Costa del Sol, if you know what I'm saying. Bro just fucking phased through me. He was a ghost the whole time! That guy's just floating. Alright, yeah, that's a bot. Okay. Phase through the ground. Welcome back, Jaxic. Have you learned aught of import? I see. I suppose I should have expected as much from August. Well, another thought occurred to me in your absence. The common folk are nothing if not fervent in their religious beliefs. Perhaps if they speak freely to their gods, then the clergy may know something of use. If we would know what the common folk speak of their gods, we've no better place to ask than at the Church of St. Amalj'aa. It is a small and humble church found to the northwest of here. And so long as you are headed there, might I ask you to deliver this embalmed corpse? A morbid request, I grant you, but it must be borne to a burial. I trust none more than you to see it done. Seek out a man named Marquis. He tends the graves in the lich yard. He'll tell you where the bodies is to be interred. One day I'll get him out, chat. One day. I'm supposed to train on little hornets that are fucking 10 levels lower than me? Now we teleport back. Hold on. God, this is getting expensive. Good thing I have myself a sugar daddy, though. May I have some hornet butts? What is it now? Can't you leave a feeble old man in peace? Hornet butts. Balls. These are hornet stingers. You trained as I once did. Out in the dry bone? Those hornet clouds are right pesky buggers. I fair lost count of the times they stung me, though. I remember the places well enough. The pain was nigh unbearable, but I always stood my ground. Ah, the memories of my younger days come flooding back. What I wouldn't give to relieve them. Jaxic, I want you to fight me. Right here, right now. Make me remember what it's like to be young again. To have nothing to lose and everything to gain. Okay, dude. Sure, I'll beat the shit out of this old man. There we go, Island Alligator from Endwalker's expansion. So I won't be able to get that for a while then. Shit. Level 1? Oh, God. Well, that was easy. Shut up. Okay, I get it. Have you no respect for the elderly? You're the one who challenged me, dipshit. I'm beating the shit out of him, but he's like, oh my god, I feel so alive. How are we done? He's only level 8. So fucking dumb. Oh, gods, I haven't felt this invigorated since forever. When I'm fighting you, it's as though I'm fighting my younger self. Mayhaps there's still hope for these old bones. I'll make my comeback yet. See if I don't. Gah ha 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 ha. What are you doing, old man? Learning how to walk? Oh, look who it is. Tiny Riku. You're Wegfar Wild Axe. Sorry, White Axe. Why does he have white lipstick? Ain't none called me that in ages. Nay, not since the day you defeated me on the Blood Sands. I gave up prize fighting after that, for the humiliation. It weren't long till I found a place in the Alacran. Your boy Rurukuta works for me now. Imagine me surprised when I learned he used to train under the mighty Holy Fist. Oh, he doesn't want to be there. But Holy Fist ain't nothing but a name these days, so I'm told. How do you sleep at night knowing how flaccid you've become? Ha! Penis joke. Of course, if you're having trouble nodding off, you could always try a whiff of Somnus. I'll even give you a complimentary sample. But like as not, but like is not a daughter and old sort like you will never wake up again. Gah ha 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 ha, evil laugh. Didn't that man from the first D&D movie have blue lipstick? Yeah, so did SpongeBob. Shut your mouth, Wegfar, or I'll shut it for you. Now, let's be civilized for a moment, eh? We're old friends after all, and friends help each other out. You mentioned making a comeback just now. If you're serious about it, I'd be glad to lend a helping hand. By way of motivating you, how's about we have us a rematch? Of course, it'd take place in public, just like old times. Oh, and there should be a fitting purse as well. Let's say the winner gets the Pugilist Guild. Ichiban lipstick for men. What? That's ridiculous. Master, you're not obligated to take him up on this. Nah, this must be your little nursemaid. Rest assured, after I've taken over the guild, I'll keep her on as me personal assistant. Gahaha, evil laughter. I don't think it's gonna fit in her, dude. Is that a fucked up thing to say? Yes. Do you really mean to fight him? Have no fear, Chuchuta. Master. Jaxic, I don't mean to put undue pressure on you. But the fate of the guild rests upon your shoulders. Oh, thanks, man. I don't believe this. Listen to me, Chuchuta. I know I can do this. I just need Jaxic to keep getting stronger, as he's been doing so far. Fighting him reminds me of who I used to be. I'm confident I can be that man again. If you're feeling apprehensive about this rematch business, I don't blame you. I'm not blind to reality. If I were to face Wegfar as I am now, I'd be down for the count in a matter of heartbeats, if not lying dead in a pool of my own blood. But I'm determined to win, and I can with your help. Your presence sets my fighting spirit to raging, Jaxic. So keep at your training. I promise to do the same. When you've grown stronger, return here, and we'll both continue our lessons. Might repeat myself, but seeing those camera shots and emotes really put some life into those quest lines. Yeah. Excuse me, are you Marquis? I am Marquis, yes. A body? Of course. There have been so many bodies as of late. I apologize, sir. If you seek a place of dyslexia, for fuck's sake. If you seek a place of burial, then there is an empty grave atop the ridge. Take the path and lay him to rest there. Congrats, dude, you got the best grave in the place. May they all walk in Thal's realm. What? Missing people? I'm afraid I cannot help you. But maybe Sister, Orken? Or Orsen? Can? She has been kind to me. Everyone has been so kind. I don't know why, though. Pardon me. You'll find Sister Okern within the church walls. I hear you have done us a service of burying a fallen soul. Please accept our gratitude, and extend it to Isambard when next you see him. You seek knowledge of missing Tribone inhabitants? It is true I am closer to the people than any other of the Order. I confide in them, and they in me. When they wish to speak of their keeper, Thal, I am the medium through which they do. Should I learn anything pertinent, I'll be sure to share the information with you. Sigh. Only wish Marquis would be more helpful in the matter. I pray he did nothing to offend. He saw terrible things during the calamity. His scars run deep. Indeed, he seems to now prefer the company of the dead. I fear such behavior ill befits the church. I received word not long ago that one of our recent visitors, a man called Thancred, I believe, took offense at his conduct. Must have word with Marquis, and soon. Thank you, Jaxic. A burial is no easy thing, even when the departed is a stranger. Were you able to learn aught of the missing common folk? You've been keeping yourself rather busy of late, haven't you, Jaxic? Oh yeah, you told me to. A pleasure, my dear Isambard. The name is Thancred, and I share a passion with you and our mutual friend here for learning what has become of these missing persons, and why. I too spoke with Ungust, more times than I care to count. There seems to be some truth to his notion of the common folk speaking their secrets only to those in service to the gods. Frustration, prayer, penance. abject deeds done behind closed doors, away from prying eyes. Who better to take the pious unawares than she who takes confession, the good Sister O'Kern herself? O'Kern? She wouldn't. She couldn't! Even the most beautiful roses have thorns, my friend, and you would be wise to keep an eye to this rose. Still, the Lichkeeper Marquess. I'd swear to the 12 I've seen that face elsewhere before. Sister O'Kern. It can't be. Though she is wont to travel to the Golden Bazaar on her own, it is not uncommon to see her speaking to the children, but no, it couldn't be she, could it? Grow weary of the suspicions. I know there is one child in particular that she is fond of. Pray seek out the boy, Jaxic, and see if you cannot glean something from him about O'Kern's activities. That is this way. Mind if I add you? Yeah, sure, dude. Go for it. We are friends, after all. Why not? Please help. Sister O'Kern went out all on her own and hasn't come back. She always reads to me right here about Thor and the Order and the other side. I told her I lost my shiny thing and she went looking for it. But what if the monsters outside hurt her? Please find her. Time to save the woman that Thancred thinks is the bad guy. I remember wanting to try out Heavensward only to realize all the side quests I needed to do just to unlock the new zone. Oh, fun. That sounds like I'm going to have a lot of fun when I get there, and by a lot of fun I mean none at all. Only for someone to nicely spoil me that Hildegard's story continuation. God, that's something I should do. From what I hear, people fucking love that questline. You're the one from the church. Thank goodness you arrived when you did. Seems my gratitude is yours yet again. Spoke with the child? Yes, well, I was able to find his lost trinket. It is a ring given to him by his mother before she passed. I'll see it safely back to him. It's like, take the usual cinematic cutscenes and have them sprinkle mocap sections in there as well as more comedy. Ah, okay. So it's a comedic quest line. That's why people like it so much. Sister O'Kern was attacked outside the Golden Bazaar? Gods forfend. I'll secure a room at the inn for her should she require any rest. Searching for the mementos of orphans, and risking her own well-being in the doing, no less. Certainly not the dastardly deeds Thancred would have us believe. I'm well glad I reserved that inn room for Sister O'Kern. Seems she received greater injuries from her attackers than she initially let on. Thankfully, she is expected to make a full recovery. But now, onto the matter at hand. Thancred came looking for you once more. He left word that he will be waiting at the Amalj'aa encampment to the southeast. I pray the two of you are able to uncover some evidence regarding these disappearances. Ah, there you are, Jaxic. So good of you to come. Indeed, I've heard all about good Sister O'Kern. Isambard said her wounds were serious. It would seem my suspicions about the poor Rose were misplaced. But false though they were, perhaps my suspicions were not entirely without merit. Whilst following Sister O'Kern near the Golden Bazaar, a band of Amalj'aa caught my eye. I tracked them as far as this encampment, but, well, let's say that I would much prefer to keep my distance and remain here. This, of course, brings me to why I requested you, dear Jaxic. Would you be so kind as to take a look inside? On the bright side, you don't have to worry about that questline until level 50. Ah, okay. Oh, a queer leaflet. Yo, chat, happy Pride. This leaflet. See the wealth of Null to the hands of your children. Looks to be some sort of assembly to provide the poor with work. The lettering, though, atrocious, is it not? These bits about Nullthal seem somewhat less than studied. I find it hard to believe one among the Order penned this. Pray, take this to the inn at Camp Drybone, and see what Sister O'Kern makes of it. Don't think I can, different worlds. Ah, what a shame. They really make, like, trying to be friends with people really annoying in this game, don't they? Probably some way to do it. I had another dude in a previous stream come and, like, straight up swap servers to be friends with me. Let's see if he comes again. So what do I owe the honor this day? Yeah, I have this leaflet that came out to me. What's this? Blasphemous. These are not our teachings at all. This was not made by any true brother or sister of the Order. Of that, I can assure you. Come to think of it, weeks ago, the church was plagued by missing garments. Could someone be posing as a priest of the Order to deceive the people? The plot thickens, Jaxic. Our corporal pretends to be a priest to lend credence to his deception. There's no doubt an irony in there somewhere. but I suspect we have a worthy adversary on our hands. I shall consider how best to handle this. But now, tell Isambard what we have learned here. Posing as a priest? To think. These troubling notions aside, it is gratifying to finally be able to move this investigation forward. Thank you once again, Jaxik. I shall keep my ears and eyes open, now more than ever. I'm afraid I have not seen any unusual activity, nor have any at this camp given me cause to doubt them. But unless we can identify the culprit, and soon more innocents will fall victim. Do not despair just yet, my friend. An idea occurs to me. A suspect has been posing as a priest, using leaflets bearing false promises to lure the poor. Let Jaxik and me serve like with like, by posing as impoverished souls in need of succor. I dare to hope this will yield us the answers we seek. It will be a dangerous undertaking, but you two are more than capable of looking after yourselves. I'm next to useless in battle, but I can supply the garments for the disguise. These old tunics and slops should serve your needs. So long as you don't mind the smell and the stains. Ew. These will serve very well. You have my thanks. Listen, Jaxik. So as to lay the foundation of our little ploy, you must make it widely known that more vagrants have arrived at camp and are desperate for coin. To this end, I want you to don the old garments Isambard has lent us and beg for work around the camp. Before long, the false priest should catch wind and approach us. I'm guessing that's you, Murdoch? Tolson? Oh, there he is. Hey, buddy! How funny would it be if Tolson was a Lalafell? Honestly, with a name like that, I expected it to be a Lalafell. Oh my god. I read that and my brain just went, oh my god, Burks! If you get a chance, select the chocobo following me and look at the name. Okay. If I can... Geneva's suggestion. Shut up. You're quite a knack for being a nuisance, Jaxik. Camp is abuzz with talk of newly arrived vagrants. And though we were unable to attract our wayward transgressor, we were able to learn that the poor have a commune by the pond north of Sandgate, to the east of here. The eyes of the authorities do not reach that place, rather ideal for spiriting away hapless souls. Let us go there and wait for the kindly priest to come and offer us aid and comfort. Needless to say, you'll need to remain in disguise. Look absolutely smashing, Jaxik. God, calm down. Whenever I hear someone, call someone smashing, like that, there are two things I think of. One, it's, fucking Nigel Thornberry. And two, Rick Mayall's character in Bottom. Oh, you poor, unfortunate souls. There's no way for men to live. No way at all. Who are you? What do you want? Be at ease, child, for I mean you no harm. I am a priest of the Order of Nolthal. I come to offer you succor. This leaflet bears the teachings of Nald. Trust to them, and they will surely set you free from the shackles of penury. A tempting offer, but I'm afraid I must decline. On account of that atrocious performance, you would have made a god's awful mummer, Ungust. Ungust? Oh, you fucking arsehole. What? How'd you know? You bastards tricked me! Please, don't hurt me. I was only doing it to protect my people. Is that so? Do continue. Very well. I'm a man of the Golden Bazaar, raised there, if not born. Some moons ago, the Amalj'aa raids began. They would appear sudden as a sandstorm and plunder and pillage at will. And defenders couldn't stand against them. Few as they were, everyone lived in fear. I wanted to save my people, but being a merchant was all I knew, and so I did the only thing a merchant could. I approached the Amalj'aa in hopes of brokering a deal. In return for sparing the Golden Bazaar, they made demands. Outrageous ones. Demands? Of what kind, pray tell? First of all, they wanted the schedule for crystal shipments from the Nanawa mines. For this, I bribed one of the workers to leak me the information. Next, they wanted me to bring them people, so I posed as a priest to lure in the vulnerable and give them over to the Amalj'aa. I didn't have a choice. Protecting one's home is a noble thing, but at the cost of innocence? Could have sought the aid of the immortal flames, yet you did not. I suspect you're not telling me the full story. What made you sell out your own people? Speak! The money was good. What'd you say? The coin was good, I said. I could sell mole meat for a score of lifetimes and not even a fraction of what the Amalj'aa pay me. You sacrificed innocence so you could line your own pockets? Words fail to express the contempt I feel for you. Spare me your contempt. If you want to blame someone for the mess the world's in, then blame yourselves or the gods. What? Not you again? Were you the one leaking the Immortal Flames patrol routes to the enemy as well? Spit it out. No, I know nothing about that, I swear it. At this stage, I'm rather disinclined to believe aught that leaves your mouth. But no matter. There'll be time enough to learn the truth. Sob. Where? Jaxic, be a good man and take word of these developments to Minfilia, would you? I shall prize everything I can out of this filth. The abductees are still somewhere out there. Our foremost priority is to rescue them. Good, get me out of this fucking stinky garbage. There we go. Just realizing the upcoming expansion for 14 is going to introduce playable female Ronso bots to stare at. Fucking god. I'm a little upset that they're still too cute looking. Like, Square Enix really is just afraid to make anything, like, grotesque that isn't an enemy. Like, if we go back to Warcraft, look how fucking disgusting the trolls look. You get to fucking play as one of those, that's rad. Monster fuckers be damned, yeah?